Hi, I'm Milton Morris, Manitoba. I'm here with Lindsey Brooks. She's the agronomy specialist from Manitoba Canola Growers. Lindsey, we've been out here this morning for a canola scouting workshop. What were you showing some of the people out here today about some of the tools they need when they're going out to do some canola scouting?
For sure. So we started with the toolbox of everything you might need when you're out scouting. So things like a seed depth indicator, the plant count ring, a measuring tape if you're using the meter stick method to count your canola plants and assess your plant stand, a shovel, magnifying glass, pocket knife, flags, pin flags are always handy to have, and always have your phone on you and pencil and paper to keep track of what you're doing.
Yeah, I think a pro tip you mentioned was pencils better in the rain than pens,
Yes.
so make sure you have a pencil handy
pen will
instead.
not write in rain, so just always bring a pencil.
Right.
Yeah.
So when a grower's going into his or her field to kind of look at how the stand is doing, what kind of information are they recording?
So make sure you, and I kind of stress this, but make sure you actually write down the field name, which does seem a little bit redundant. But if you're scouting a lot of fields in a day, you're going to forget which ones you scouted and when. Your crop stage, if it varies within the field, if your crop is stressed, if it's growing great, if there's flea beetles, any insects that you notice, and as well as the crop damage, the severity of the insects, the population, your weeds, take a look at what weeds are present. Keep track of what specific weeds you're seeing and their stages. That is super important for herbicide application and timing.
Now, when you're determining a plant stand count, now you have a very specific, looks like a Frisbee, with a hollow hole, donut kind of thing. What is the ideal plant stand count that should be inside that ring when you're using it to measure your stand?
So the rings that we had today are 2 square feet. You want a plant stand of 5 to 8 plants per square foot. But this is an average over your whole field. So don't just check one spot. Do probably 5 or 10 random throws with the hoop and check it in different areas and then do an average. You typically want to get past the headlands unless you're just checking the headlands for whatever reason, specifically focusing on the headlands. You can, if you are getting 3 to 4 plants per square foot, that could still be a viable crop because canola is very plastic and it'll grow and branch and fill in, but 5 to 8 is the ideal.
Okay, and if a grower sees their stand is below that, what are some of the things that are maybe impacting the crop and any remedial measures they might be able to take, if any?
It could be a lot of different things. It could be in a year like this, it could be not enough moisture. It could be flea beetles, it could be frost, it could be flood, it could be seedling disease, it could be soil crusting. There's a lot of different things. So there's no one right answer. You need to figure out why your stand isn't what it should be. Sometimes that means digging up, looking for seeds. Are the seeds germinating? Or are there any seeds there at all? Was it maybe a mishap with the seeder? Check and see, is it an ongoing issue? Is it something like soil crusting, or is it that your seeds are trapped and stranded without any moisture? Because in that case, reseeding probably isn't going to do too much for you. So check and see what the issue is and if it is fixable with reseeding, if that is a route that you want to go down. This late in the season, we're already first week of June, so some people might not have the capacity to go back and reseed. Maybe the seeder's already put away behind the combine in the shed and you don't want to pull it out, and that is completely valid, but there is no one right answer. There's a lot of factors that you have to consider.
Okay, given it has been kind of I wouldn't say a sketchy year, but weather-wise it has been certainly a sketchy. The field we were in today was probably planted about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
How does it look to you based on what you're seeing in the province?
To me, it looks pretty good. There's a little bit of flea beetle damage, but not enough to spray. I know it's really windy out, so I did not see any flea beetles. But if you're checking for flea beetles, kind of check when it's a bit calmer. If it's windy like this, check underneath the leaves. They might be hiding on you. But for the most part, the canola that I've been seeing has, with this warm temperature we've had, it has been growing very quick, emerging quick and growing quick, which is what we like to see because then it gets out of that vulnerable stage a lot quicker.
Well, thanks for your time, Lindsey. Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having the canola workshop out here today.
Absolutely. Great talking to you.